Hello everybody, it is Sunday the 14th of April. I want to talk about the level of consciousness that we're on, which is actually not very high at the moment for most of us. We are not on the level of a human being. I hear left, right and center, this great evolution that we're going through, and the wonderful heights that we're going to reach. The height we need to reach at the moment is actually to get back to the level of a human being. And that is the point of light. That is the point from which everything else would come. Yeah? The kingdom within first, and then everything else will be added on to you. So sort out the kingdom within first, the house, bring it in order. And we're way below human being. And we're receiving according to what we are. Low consciousness. That can be ruled over, that can be driven into doing God knows what. That can be used like a tool. We are receiving according to that. We are not standing in our own truth. And it's not like the truth has gone away, it's still there. We are subduing it. We're being told to subdue it by the will to have dominion. It subdues nature to have dominion over it. Actually, we're doing it for it, but we're beating ourselves up into a lower level of consciousness. It's time we let ourselves go. So what is a human being? It is a light being. It is an energy being that is created by the experience of life in this world. The experience of life used to be the experience of family, the experience of extended family, of tribes, of connections to others, friends, connection to nature. That used to be the experience of life. Again, we've been disconnected from that experience. We're being disconnected from that experience. The family is being destroyed. Friendship groups, well, if friends come together, are they together or are they on that? Everybody's staring at that. We're being disconnected from the truth, from how our energy should actually flow from one to another in a way that we would be of service to one another, edify one another. Yeah, lift each other up. Give to one another that which the other needs. We're being taken away from all of that. And we are no longer behaving like human beings. And we are no longer receiving according to human beings. There are those, as I said in my video before, that are fullness of the mind of God, the one in the Bible, the one that wants to have dominion over everything. They have elevated themselves. They have lost their humanity a long time ago. They are completely detached. But we used to be still in it. And I don't think we're out of it for that long. That this complete detachment, that hasn't been around for that long. It's not something that we cannot re-establish, I would think, quite easily. Now, if we were again to think and to evaluate what's going on like human beings and act out out of the knowledge of our humanity, yeah, then right now humanity should stand up. It should bloody well stand up and tell those megalomaniac twats to go somewhere, wherever. Yeah? But we're not acting out of our truth. We are being driven into thinking according to something else, not our humanity, not out of love for the life that is around us, or human nature, animal, anything. We are not judging out of love and out of the desire that all shall be saved and that all shall live, which is the God of this world. But according to something else, according to religion. So you are not judging like a human being, you're judging like a Christian. Or nationality. You're not judging like a human being, but you're judging as a nationality. Yeah? And then comes, do something that is within the lines of your religion, or within the lines of your country, what would serve your country. And all of a sudden you're doing things that are actually going against your human conscience, or should go against your human conscience. Yeah? You're judging others, you're killing others. Because you're functioning according to something that is not natural. A country is not a natural thing, that's a man-drawn line in the sand. Nature doesn't have those boundaries. Yeah? As a human being, you have the 10 Commandments, which as a human being you should agree with. Yeah? You shall not kill. You shall not steal. You shall not lie. You shall not kill. Yeah, as a human being, you should not kill your neighbor. As a patriot of a country, you can go and kill thousands of your neighbors. And all of a sudden it becomes righteous. We're being led away from the truth of ourselves, saying there was something greater than us, something greater than life itself that we must serve, that life must serve, that life must be sacrificed to. And I tell you right now, there isn't. There is nothing greater. So, and as I said, all been turned on its head and not that long ago. I mean, who came up with that? Was that Kennedy? Don't ask what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. Yeah? What a great line. Don't ask what your country can do for you. I mean, right now, think about it. What is your country doing for you? If anything. Yeah? But you should ask what you should do for your country. A self-sacrifice for your country. It's so much greater than you. And then I'm wondering, if everybody is self-sacrificing, who's actually being saved? Yeah? We're doing this to save. So if everything is being sacrificed, what is being saved? Apart from the few at the top. I wrote that poem yesterday, at the Church of the Light Brigade, and that's exactly, obviously the news this morning about Israel and Iran now. It's going up all over the place. And I mean, we really are at this point, yeah? Cannons to the left of us, cannons to the right, cannons in front of us. And what are we going to do? Follow orders? Ride boldly into the hail of bullets? Yeah? Become a patriot. Ask what you can do, sacrifice for your country. Or would you judge as a human being and say, you know what, sod that. Take your bloody cannons and, again, go to where the sun won't shine. We are not of sound judgment. We are not of sound judgment. And you say, stand up and say, I am a human being. And the next thing they will clobber you and say, well, you're sinful and you're nothing. Whilst they are the enlightened ones. Well, you can see the fruits of their enlightenment all around the world. From their perspective, because they have so much knowledge, yeah? They think they are so much higher than you. But there is a point of light. And they have shot way past it. So that means they are in darkness again. They might think themselves elevated, but they're not. They've left the light behind a long time ago. And we're being driven into denying it. Denying ourselves. So, yeah, if there is now a time where, we evolve. We should evolve. I think if we come back to the point of what we should be, as I said, we're way below it. Rise back to the point of where we should be. And then the other things will be added onto us. I think doors to a knowledge, a higher knowledge, of a greater knowledge of what is actually entailed in this reality. I think that knowledge will come to us. But we need to be standing at the point where we can receive it. And we're not there. In order to receive it, we have to be human. And we're not there. As I said, right now, we're being sheep-herded into destruction. And apparently nobody is going to say anything against it. Like sheep to the slaughter. The way of Jesus, the way of the cross. Deny yourself and become the sacrificial lamb. That's where you're going. I tell you something was resurrected there after 3 days, and that was no longer human. In fact, it was way less than a human being. We need to become human again. Stand up for what we love. For our families, for our children, for our friends. And then have the empathy to know that a man and a woman in Iran raising their child, or in China raising their child, or anywhere in the world, they are no different from you. And they are not your enemy. If you're looking for the enemy, it's the enlightened, elevated ones that have gone completely insane. On a level of human, we can unite. We can all unite. And we should. Do away with countries. Do away with religions. The two things that came from the heavens to rule over you. Kingship and priesthood. Religion and politics. do away with those two, and we can unite simply on the level of human. And that's where we need to get to again. And then we stand in the light of our truth. And then it will be that if the many stand up, the few can do absolutely nothing. There's not enough of them. But folks, we are riding right now boldly into a hail of bloody cannons. Can we please wake up and give some reply? You know, when they say this is not to give reply, this is not the reason why. Well, shall we do exactly that right now? Shall we give reply to them? You know, like using one of your fingers up in the air. There's a good reply. Anyway, there you go. I'll leave it at that for today, and talk to you again soon. Bye.